the space. All of the nonprofit partners of ours who are doing such superlative work in the city and have been for so long. So many of the residents who are here today, government officials, and of course, our friend Mayor Ed Lee, who's been so instrumental in everything we've been doing here at Twitter to build deep roots into the community. When some of the folks from Compass Family Services and I first started discussing this space, we envisioned it initially just as a space for technology and a place where we could help provide technology skills and some technology training with the folks at Compass Family Services to residents of the community. And as that vision has evolved, it's really become much more about us at Twitter understanding how complex some of the issues in the neighborhood are and becoming much more understanding of the complexities of those issues. The programs have become much more rich and not just about technology, but about volunteers from Twitter coming over here to work side by side with folks from Compass Family Services and our other nonprofit partners to teach not just technology skills, but life skills, housing, employment, and not just a space for individuals to come and learn, but a family-oriented center for all ages to be able to take advantage of the space. It's both coincidentally right across the street from our office and at really the epicenter of all of the Compass Family Services work that's going on in the community. So on that note, I just want to once again thank everybody that's been so involved in this project from the beginning and has poured their hearts into it, the architects who are here with us today, all the folks from Twitter, our nonprofit partners, and with that, I will hand it over to Mayor Ed Lee. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dick, and thank you, Twitter. Congratulations. And I want to just say it's another milestone in an effort that started a while back. But in technology days, it could be a long time ago. But I want to thank Naomi Kelly, our city administrator, for working hard on everything from community benefit agreements to working with us and with many companies that have located along Central Market, Mid-Market, in our effort to revitalize both the north and south as well as the Market Street itself. I also know Alex Randolph from City College is here. Our public librarian is here. Members of our homeless outreach, our Hope SF families are here. People who are all united around helping families, kids, people who might have been formerly homeless, really try to find a level of success for themselves. I see even Catholic Charities and people we work with that are excellent part of the Compass services that are being provided here. There is this site called the Twitter NeighborNest that I had to kind of wrap my ears around to really understand what that was about, and now I'm getting it. You know, I'm getting birds fly across the street. You know, but I do want to reintroduce everybody here to, if you've been around as long as I have, this was the Raffles restaurant. And everybody knows I had a favorite table looking at the street, wondering that. But no, it was abandoned many years ago, and I was always wondering how this might be used in the future. And it's a fantastic use, it's a fantastic bridge. You know, having worked with Twitter, the very first meetings that I had, actually before, Dick, before you came on board, I was working with your executives on Folsom Street, and we're all talking about the need for more bike lanes in San Francisco, and how kind of deepened those roots have become. As a company has grown, so has its roots, and this is one of those strong roots that I think are going to grow deeper and deeper to benefit the communities that we all care about, particularly in the Tenderloin and South Market. I know Supervisor Jane Kim, but for a big bike trip she's doing somewhere in Denmark, she'd be right here. But I know she'd be very happy to see this happening, because the benefit of this particular center with all of its attributes, whether it's child care to support the people here, whether it's focused on services towards people who don't have jobs and don't have those job skills sets, or whether for me it is the ultimate, which is a constant transfer of skill sets, of hope from those that have pretty good jobs and good skill sets and good education to those that are challenged in many ways, that have been here and lived here, and we're hoping that a mayor and a board of supervisors would someday revitalize and help lead the effort to revitalize, that we now have companies. In fact, Twitter's been among the first. Now there's 15 technology companies, along with venture capitalists, along with other small businesses that have also invested in this area. And that makes for great solid roots of building and rebuilding our communities. And then the purpose of this center just will go a long way. You're sitting in a room that will have up to probably 20 computers, training of everything from coding, and I know some people will speak about that, but it isn't just technology that will happen here. It's also, as Dick said, life skills. It's the stuff that Compass does on a day-to-day basis with people to give them a basis for hope and succeeding in the city. And in these days, I will say that I'm trying to lead that conversation with many companies, as well as social service providers and community-based organizations and our supervisors, about how we can really share in this prosperity that is quite evident with all the cranes around the city. How can we really get that prosperity to be shared by the most in need? I think this is a center that will really be a great route in doing that. And so I want to thank Dick for his vision here. I want to thank his staff and the people from Twitter, because there'll be a lot of Twitter employees coming through here, and I think they'll realize that their skill sets can be invaluable to people who simply don't have that surrounding them. And then for the families and kids that'll be here, it'll be a safe place. It'll be a free place for them. It'll be a very conveniently located space that they can get really adequately prepared before they come and protest against me at City Hall. No, I mean, before they inform legislators about what their desires are. Isn't that the way to do it? Yeah. Anyway, I'm also glad to see our director of our Children, Youth, and Family, Maria Sue, is here as well, because I think the more of these types of centers that can be created brings more of the people we need to come together to help each other out. And this is, in essence, what I've always felt to be what is the purpose of shared prosperity. Those that have something to give and are willing in their hearts to give it can then transfer in a place like this to people who need it, and to create a space for this to happen. This is not an inexpensive space. And I want to thank Twitter for that financial capital to make this happen. But ultimately, what's going to go on here for years is going to be, yet again, a reflection of more and more examples of how successful businesses can help others to become more successful and provide both the framework but also the foundation. Many discussions will happen here, many transfers of knowledge, many stories will be shared with each other, with the hope that people can take those skill sets and get the kind of jobs that we're creating in the city, or the training programs like City College and others are offering in order to improve people's lives and then get even more resilient and more successful. So I'm just sharing with you my thoughts and belief about why this center exists, and I kind of think this is the thought process that people at Twitter had when they were really contemplating what would be the proper alignment for what they're all about to what the people here need, and make that a long-term sustainable commitment. So again, thank you to you, and hopefully I'll have a chance to visit here on many occasions and see the families that are succeeding and get them the jobs, and now get them the housing that they need in the city. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Erica Navi. I am the head teacher at Catholic Charities Maureen and Craig Sullivan Youth Center. Catholic Charities and I would like to first thank Twitter for everything they have done for all the wonderful youth in our program. Being involved with the NeighborNest has been a valuable resource for our children, exposing them to beginner hands-on programming and computer building skills. We are so grateful to Twitter for their continued partnership with Catholic Charities and their incredible support in continuing to contribute to our program mission, providing educational opportunities for the families and the children of San Francisco.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica Kish, the Executive Director of Compass Family Services. On behalf of all of us at Compass, I want to thank our wonderful friends at Twitter for this tremendous partnership. Over the past year, we've had a whirlwind of program planning and development, and it's wonderful and kind of miraculous to be here tonight in this space that was nothing just a couple of months ago, transformed and as the anchor partner for the NeighborNest. The great thing about the planning process for the Nest has been that every step of the way, the focus has been on how to make the space and the programming welcoming and accessible to the families that we serve. This started with discussions early on about the color scheme and the types of snacks and the way the child care area, which is absolutely indispensable, should be laid out, to the types of software and the configuration of the furniture. It's all been about the client experience. Over the past few months, with the test programming that Compass has run out of the Nest, we've seen our client families come here and get really excited about the opportunities to learn technology, to open doors, about gaining skills and tools that will help them to contribute to employment, job readiness, job training, educational opportunities, housing search. What we see at the Nest is an opportunity to be a game changer for families like the families we serve who are striving for stability and for self-sufficiency. We're very much looking forward to kicking off our summer season of regular programming at the Nest, and that will start on June 1st with parents and kids. It'll be busy and bustling, hopefully with nearly as many people as are here tonight. I'm going to turn the mic over to Lindsay, who is a resident with her beautiful daughter, who is somewhere out there, at our Compass Clara House program. She's going to say a few words.
Hi, so my name is Lindsay, and I have a 1-year-old daughter who, like she said, is somewhere out there in the crowd. But I'm actually really super excited for the opportunity that Twitter has offered us to have a place where we can come and get education on computers, and also have a place where we can do housing workshops and have our children, right there with us, but not exactly right there. But I'm definitely super excited, and I'm looking forward to, looking forward to all of the resources that they are offering. They are offering a wonderful movie night, which is families will be able to come and watch a movie with their kids and share with other families. So I'm super excited about that, and I just really want to say thank you guys, because for some people, they don't have the motivation to want to get their lives together, but actually coming to a place like this, and a place like this to be available for those of us who want to put that effort into getting their lives together. So I really just want to say thank you. So thanks.
With that, we'll cut the ribbon with this extraordinarily giant pair of scissors. All right. 1, 2, 3.